So I just finished day 68. Today is Wednesday. This morning I got up and I woke up and I wasn't that tired, but I just didn't feel like getting it done. Like I really, my body, I just didn't want to do it. And it wasn't that I was that tired, I just didn't want to do intervals. I didn't want to have just on and off periods of high exertion. I just didn't feel like doing it. So I ended up going back to bed, and I did have the time to do it later, so I decided on that. But even then, I don't know, I didn't want to do it. So I decided, because someone also mentioned scenic ride, and I'd kind of forgotten about it. So I decided to do something different with my ride today, and to do another scenic ride and see how that goes. So I did a New Zealand 30-minute ride. New Zealand's beautiful, so that's a positive. Overall, it's just really hard to get yourself motivated in a scenic ride. So I decided to try to average 150 watts throughout the ride to just kind of push myself. And I ended up averaging 160. So I had a decent output, but it's hard to motivate yourself to pedal hard in those scenic rides. And part of the problem is, there's a couple problems with the scenic rides, in my opinion. It looks like you're biking at 8 miles per hour. I mean, you're going really slow. So regardless of how hard you're pedaling, even though your output or whatever says you're pedaling at 20 miles per hour, the camera's moving at 6 or 8 miles an hour. And it's a little disconcerting because no matter how hard you're pedaling, you're still traveling at the same rate, right? So you kind of just feel like it's not doing anything, right? Another issue is, and I don't know if it's my internet. I don't think it should be my internet speed. I mean, I have 100 megabit internet speed. But when you have a lot of detail in the scenes, so for example, when you're biking into the forest with all these trees and stuff around you, there's so many pixels that are changing all the time that it ends up getting kind of, pixelated, right, on the edges. And so it's not like that crisp, beautiful, 720p shot or whatever for that monitor that normally is, so it doesn't look as good. And then the other thing is, it also kind of speeds up and speeds in and out of frame rates, so it'll kind of disconcerting a little bit. It'll kind of be going at a certain pace, then it'll speed up a little bit to catch up or something. So I don't know if it's just maybe the video card or something, and I'm not certain, but regardless, overall, it leaves kind of a frustrating ride, in my opinion. Even though the landscape's beautiful, the overall experience still leaves much to be desired. And then you couple that with the music, which is kind of off, I feel. I mean, it's this techno of thumping, but you have this beautiful shots, and it just feels kind of strange. And so I think overall it's kind of hard to motivate yourself. But anyway, I did push through and get a good output, but it made me want to go back to the classes, which is good because I like those more anyway. But yeah, I mean, I think that there's a lot to be desired on the scenic ride. So I think once in a while it's good for a change of pace. What I tried to do throughout the scenic ride was push myself at a constant intensity. So I wasn't doing high speed, high resistance, and then slow it down, and then high. I was just keeping it constant, pedaling hard throughout. So just to kind of change it up and do something different. But anyway, I hit 280 kilojoules, and if I'd done a 45-minute ride, it'd been 420. So in that aspect, it was, I still got a good workout. I was covered in sweat, so I was tired. But I like the classes much more. Someone asked me the good and the bad about the bike. I might get more specific, but I mean mainly the bad is that it's $2,000, right? And it's $40 a month subscription. I mean, that's not cheap, right? So I mean, that's the bad. I mean, the rest of it, I don't think there's anything bad about it. I mean, I think it's a great piece of equipment, and I think I continually talk about the good, right? I mean, it's a tool that to motivate you to push yourself. It's convenient. It has enough things that are changing about it that keep you interested to continue working out. and it's got a great community of people that are like, pushing each other, and so there's all these good things that I think I kind of continually touch upon, but I might get more specific in later videos. Anyway, I'm just glad to get today over with. It's just one of those days. I just wanted to change it up. So anyway, I'll be back on. And plus, I also did the scenic ride because I'm going to try 5 a.m., which is less than like 11 hours away, or what is 9 o'clock. So you're looking at 8 hours from now. I'm going to be doing a class. So I think that also kind of made me want to keep it light this evening. And so anyway, I'll see you tomorrow.